Jason King.
I'm going to ask that for 4 minutes with John Feather, who's public safety. So earlier you mentioned Deep Creek and Oakland Fire Company in response to Swallow Falls. That is correct. We do share resources up there. However, it is John's first due area. So with that being said, I'm going to let him take the floor, anything that he wants to say about that. And then I'll follow up. And if you guys have any questions pertaining to responses, size of vehicles, our opinions on what needs to be there, please ask me. So, Don?
All right. Thanks for inviting us tonight. A lot of times these things happen and people do not take public safety in mind when they're dealing with these things. So my hat's off to the commissioners and Kevin for inviting us. One of our big concerns is public safety in the area. I'm a 44-year member of Oakland Fire Department, been chief for 19 years, and we have dealt with this situation, it seems like forever. This project is 12 years past due, in my opinion. We probably run to Swallow Falls State Park an average of 3 to 4 times a month during the summer months, either for ambulance assist with patients that have fallen, swift water rescues, just searches, a little bit of everything. Our big concern is we cannot get our apparatus across that bridge. We go around by Harrington Manor Road is how we have to get to the park. Our neighboring company, Jason, with the chief at Deep Creek, they have to go all the way around by Oakland to access that with their apparatus. Our apparatus weighs in the neighborhood of 50 to 70,000 pounds. That's 25 to 35, 40 tons. We cannot get across the bridge because the bridge is too narrow. So we need to get this project going. We need to have a bridge that is heavy enough, wide enough, no matter what it takes. If we got to cut a few trees, in my opinion, that's what we need to do. I mean, it's a beautiful park, but I don't think we're ruining enough that we need to take that into consideration in the public safety's mind. There's people in this room that we have had fires at their residence, and the neighboring departments have had to go around, which Chief King here has some stats on what it takes him on average to get to the bridge and then to actually go around to get to us. So keep that in mind.
Are you saying that currently you're using the detour route that is presented? So if the whole premise of moving the bridge over is that emergency vehicles can continue across the bridge, but you just shared that you don't use the bridge because it's too small for your vehicles.
Correct.
So the detour will not.
It will.
It's the final bridge is what you really need.
Let me clarify that. Oakland Fire Company doesn't go across that bridge. They go via Harrington Manor. Currently, I go Boys Run, Oakland Sang Run, up Swallow Falls to access that. It takes me 8.4, it's 8.4 miles from my firehouse to Swallow Falls Park, that one, okay? If he can't get out the door, his resources can't get out the door, I'm the next closest. Where it was 8.4 miles with the bridge, it's now 20.8 miles without the bridge, that bridge closed. So I know Evan Signs has a farm on the other side of the bridge. I know to get my resources across there, I've taken them across there before, and I have 2 inches on either side of my truck. It weighs 70,000 pounds, and it's 50 feet long. It's not much room for error. Now, can you imagine in the wintertime coming down the slope towards those bridges and trying to navigate while there's a bridge or a car on that bridge? It gets pretty dicey. It's really uncomfortable for the responders and the people in that vehicle trying to traverse. I know footprint seems to be an issue. Single lane bridge, what's there, really does not work for us. I gotta get my ladder truck to Nevin Sines' farm right now because John's is out of service. It's 30 minutes. His barn's gonna burn down, everything he's worked for his life, it's gone.
So I have a question of clarification.
Could we,
When we were.
oh, sorry, Wendy.
Inquiring about the emergency service specific, we were informed that ambulances do use that bridge. Is that accurate?
No, they do not use it. They go around by Harrington Manor also.
All ambulances do?
And in the event that one has to come out of McHenry, they're running, just like he said, a lot of times they're running all the way into Oakland and back around.
Okay, so
It was hard to hear the question. You're talking about ambulances?
She asked
Yeah,
ambulance.
but you're,
Yeah, she asked which way the ambulance goes. Currently, the ambulance that serves that area comes out of, okay? So they're coming down Harrington Manor and back. If it comes out of McHenry, it can cross the single lane bridge. It's wide enough for an ambulance, however, it's not wide enough.
Very, very tight.
But Deep Creek comes, their ambulance, that's what I recall, the information that was provided, that their ambulance does do swallow calls.
Yes,
They could use with an ambulance,
Ambulance,
Okay.
that's, okay, that's
a fire engine, ladder truck,
too large,
they're
okay.
too large. So
I'm sorry, I don't want to take over your meeting, but I got a question back to you.
I just want to make it known that response time from Oakland to Swallow Falls. Well, Harrington is the shortest route, not far. I live there and I know. And I agree that Deep Creek is put down, but to say Oakland has to go Harrington, that's the way they should go. That's the shortest distance.
it depends on where we're going there,
If they're
yes.
going to the park, it's the shortest distance. Now, if they're going, and it's, just going down St. Run, down into Rose's store or cabin, it might be a fraction longer that way. But to say Oakland is inhibited by coming, they're not. Oakland's not inhibited by, or the rescue squad's not inhibited. Deep Creek, I agree, is.
But here's,
I was one of those that caught fire, and you guys responded to, and they had to back off because it was too far. I mean, well, by the time they got there, you got to leave. So, yeah, I agree with that, but make sure we understand that it's not longer, it is the shortest distance.
It depends on which department is coming
And
up.
that's what I said, I agree.
can I ask if you all will stay around when the hearing is over so that people can ask additional questions? We only have about
Okay.
a few more people signed up. Are you finished with your comment? I want to make sure everybody that signed up gets a chance to comment.
I've got to be somewhere by 8:15. I got to leave no later than 8:15.
Thank you, I appreciate it.